We're going to go over 4 hands today. First is a hand where I got a lot of value, but maybe not max value. This is a hand where I basically failed to achieve minimum loss. Minimum loss and max value are the name of the game. It's not about the cards, it's about your decision. Here's a hand where I actually did achieve minimum loss. And last is a hand where I did achieve max value. Wait till you see it. Welcome to Quick Poker. It's me, Breslin. Bankroll update, $104.37. And we did have some cash outs recently, or else we'd have more. Still have not made any deposits this year and have not made any deposits since 2017. Collect the daily bonus. Thanks, Global, for the free 25 cents. Bankroll update after bonus, 104.62. Here's the hand. I was proud I didn't chicken out, and I did make that necessary value raise. Easy 3-bet again with ace king suited in position. Nice sizing where he'd want to stay. Okay, ace 6-6. So how could we possibly have not the best hand? Because pocket pairs you're ahead of now, and ace queen you're ahead of. Let's call it the effective nuts. He checks. I do the quick check. I'm in position. I really am only worried about a jack, a queen, or a king coming. When I check back, it kind of looks like maybe I have pocket kings or queens and I'm scared. So I like to check back in position. I insta-check back to trick him even harder. He goes for half pot. I believe I just call. Why am I just calling? Because now I want him to possibly bluff his pocket pairs, turn them into a bluff, because my hand looks like scared pocket kings, scared pocket queens. If he has ace queen, he's going to feel comfortable. And let's see what he does on the river. He bets half pot. It's tempting to just call in case you're losing to a 6. You know, he also is pretty deep. I don't want to make a big raise and get re-raised all in. I should be protected by the fact that if he has a 6, he's not really going to want to re-raise all in. Because my hand kind of looks like pocket aces, 3-bet pre, check back the flop. It seems pretty obvious now that we're going over the hand that I should raise here, but a lot of people are just calling this situation, which is a huge mistake. I actually make it, I believe, $8. And watch the speed of his call. Somewhat quick. Let me know based on the speed of his call. Could I have bet more? Because it looks like he was calling. So did I leave any money on the table? Now here's the hand. I did not achieve minimum loss. He raised I 3-bet. King queen suited. I'm not flatting that. 3-bet or fold strategy is better. Some days you're the bug. Some days you're the windshield. I'm the windshield. I'm the bug. Yeah. And this guy is the windshield. I'm just destroyed here. So I 3-bet and he just calls, and then he's obviously going to check to me. Only card I'm worried about is an ace. I like to check it back because, again, I'm in position. I like checking it back. And then the 9 of spades. So we are not going anywhere, obviously. If he checks to us, we're going to bet. But look what he does. He goes for the pot size bet. Would a hand like pocket queens or jacks really go for a pot size bet? Probably not. I mean, he could have pocket 9s here. He should be a little bit worried I have pocket kings and I check back the flop. But if he is getting set oversteaded, he's probably going to say to himself, well, whatever. I'll just have to lose. I'm wary, but I can't fold. I got the spade back up. I could, comfortably just call. Now I'm beating ace king and pocket aces. So I love the spade, but I did tell myself it is a board pairing spade. So if he goes all in, I'm going to have to seriously consider folding. Because, pocket 9s is definitely possible. I don't think he went all in, but he bet full pot. At this point, okay, his value range has just changed. So if he does have king, queen, or ace, king, the hands I was beating, he's not really going to jam like this or bet pot, which pretty much is a jam. So you could consider putting him on pocket 9s here and just fold, because unless he's turning ace, king into a bluff, pocket ace into a bluff, it doesn't make any sense. I was mad that it was a board pairing spade. And I thought about folding for a sec, but then I didn't. And I called anyway. And obviously he has pocket 9s. Spades get there and he still bombed. If he had something like ace jack of spades, I was losing to that. I could have laid that down. Pot into me where I've showed so much aggression. Watching the hand back, that looks like an easy trivial fold. So there's a hand where I failed to achieve minimum loss. Got to play better. Speaking of minimum loss, Give Me Some Milk was just very tilted and raising a lot. So I went for the limp so I could re-raise him, but he didn't oblige. He limped behind. Clyde Frog's very tight and straightforward. And the reason why I just call, because I was looking to re-raise Give Me Some Milk, not Clyde Frog. Clyde Frog probably has a very big hand here. He could easily have 10s beat pre. It's more than his normal raise size. because he has something really good. He's very straightforward. So we flop the set. He goes half pot. A player like Clyde Frog, who's very straightforward, is not dangerous enough to be c-betting top set. Probably going to be checking top set because he's more of that player type. I go for the raise right away. Some Milk was tilted enough to chase any straight draw. He might even push to a jack. And I'm hoping over pairs will re-raise. So Clyde Frog just calls. Worst card in the deck. Believing he would have re-raised right away with aces or kings and just called with ace king. I'm just like putting him on ace king. And pocket queens now has beat anyway. It's a terrible, terrible card. What does he do here? He checks, and I'm going to bet $2 because I am afraid of ace king. But if he does have king or aces, he's never even going to have ace queen here. I'm expecting him not to raise ace king, which he should be doing, because I think he's too straightforward. He's not crafty enough, really, to raise right away. And that's what he should have done. But look at this. He goes for the smooth, the out of position smooth with the nuts. Spoiler, he did have ace king. All right, and then he checks to me. And I mean, in his defense, a lot of players are gonna bet, yeah. And I check it back. Yeah, and he had ace king. So a lot of players are gonna bet the set, even on the river, but not me. So I check back the set, and he had ace king, and he played that hand horribly. He needs to raise the turn. If he raises the turn, even though I am afraid of ace king, I at least calls to see if the board pair, and then he can do what he wants in the river. So, and most players might shove with the set of tens. So you need to re-raise that from out of position. People are going to have too many check back. I mean, he butchered that hand. And look at my stack. I had 83. He could have won like a lot more money. So here's an example of him achieving minimum value, which is bad, and me achieving minimum loss, which is good. So we did better on that hand than we did the previous hand. Last but not least, we have a pair of sixes. And I'm going to 3-bet even from out of position. He's raising with a weak range. I'm not afraid of getting 4-bet. I want to build the pot to stack him in case I hit a 6. He just calls. King, king, 5. Look to c-bet here. That looks really big, but in-game, that's what I did because game flow dynamic, how crazy Gimme Stoke was playing. And he just calls. 9 on the turn. I'm going to check. He checks back. Okay, so I don't know how I knew to check my 6, but I said to myself, if he does have a king and I check, because if he checked back, that means his hand's either a king or some like weaker hand that I'm going to need him to bluff. So I just knew for some reason in game to check, and I'm hoping he bet if he has a king. And if he did have king 9 and our boat was actually losing, I think he wouldn't have checked back as fast as he did on the turn. And then he goes for only 3. So I'm like, oh, he only went for 3. All right, so if I re-raise all in, he's going to know to fold all kings. If I just re-raise to 10, he's not going to reopen. He's going to just call with a king. So he's playing way too crazy. I'm just like, you know what? If he's playing poorly enough right now, he might call all of it. So even though it's a ridiculous overbet, I just put it all in. All $31 of it. And he basically snapped. And we win a huge $71 pot with 6s full. And then he said in the chat, nice hand, I had a king. So max value achieved. That's all I got for you today on Quick Poker. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out a great deal. Me, Breslin. This has been Quick Poker. See you all tomorrow.